Hello everybody. So I'm going to do a short video on saving seeds. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there are a few little tricks that I like to use, so let's get started. So what you see here is that I have some, they're called Ring of Fire. They're very closely related to cayenne, they're just hotter. And I'm showing you here the different utensils I like to use. So scissors, box cutters, and another small cutter. And here you have the peppers ripe. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because in order to save seeds, you want to make sure that your seeds are coming from a very ripe pod. Not you don't want it before it's ripe, otherwise the seeds may not be viable. So that's very important to make sure that your peppers are ripe before you decide to save the seeds. So make sure they're good and ripe. And then here you're seeing that I'm just going to slice them open, kind of like in biology class in high school when you had to dissect an animal, except for this is a lot easier. You can see here all I'm doing is I just slice them open. And you just seed them. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's not rocket science, but it is important that you make sure that your like I said, your peppers are ripe before you do this. So then the seeds are good and mature. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take all the seeds out, and then I'm going to put them on a paper towel, and I let them dry for a couple days. And then once they dry for a couple days, that's when I will store them and, label them, put the year, what they are, any other notes you want. But that's really it. It's that simple. So, and then you got, seeds for next year's garden or to give to friends or whatever. It's also, what's cool about saving seeds from your own garden is that plant that you're saving from is actually adapted to your environment. So the seeds that you save are just going to be that much better than, say, if you bought them in the store, where you don't really know where that plant was grown and what the environment, because that's how it works with seeds. So the seeds from your own garden are the best seeds you can use for your garden. And then here you can see me trying to grab this thing, but anyways, so yeah, then what I do, of course, is I take the remaining part of the pepper and I save it, so I don't waste it. But I save a lot of seeds, so this is how I do it. And as you can see, there's a ton of seeds in these. So you may not have to save too many depending on what your goals are. But here at the Urban Farming Initiative, we sell seeds to fund our operations. So we try to save them all, especially when I get good producers. Like if I get a really solid plant, a really strong plant, I try to save all the seeds because I know that the seeds are from good stock, So yeah, that's really it. And another thing I will say here that you want to make sure that you do is, I used to try to just dry the peppers out before I would save the seeds, and thought, well, it'd be easier because it dries out and it's crunchier, and then when you just break it open, the seeds just fall out and it's no problem. And you can do that. The only thing that I've found is that if you, I'm trying to say here, if you let it dry out, what can happen is the seeds inside will sometimes get like a fungus on them or a mold, and they can rot. So I found that a percentage of the pepper seeds will go bad that way, if you let it just rot out, or you let it dry out like that. So that's why I don't do it that way. I actually just pull them fresh out, so I know that they're not going to rot, and that's how I get a higher percentage of seeds that are viable from my peppers. So there's another trick for you. So that's why I do it from the fresh peppers and not from the dried out ones. So here it is. That's it. Then I'm just going to save these for next year, and I'll do that with all the different peppers that I grow. So thanks for watching, and I'll try to make another video soon.